Did you know there's a village in northern Japan where one lantern has supposedly been burning for over 300 years? Locals call it the light that remembers. They say it was first lit during a great famine, when the temple monks prayed for the souls of those who starved. The fire never went out after that, and no one knows what keeps it burning. A traveler once stayed at that temple for a single night. He was a quiet man, curious about old stories. And when the monk offered him a room beside the altar, he thought it would be peaceful. But around midnight, he noticed something strange. The flame in the old lantern didn't flicker, even when the wind howled through the paper walls. The light stayed perfectly still. Not even a tremor. It was like the air itself refused to touch it. Unable to sleep, he crept closer. The lantern was old, its paper cracked, its frame covered in soot from centuries of smoke. But inside the flame, he saw movement. Shapes, like faces, pressed against glass, blurring in and out of focus, whispering words he couldn't quite hear. He blinked. The faces were gone. But the flame burned brighter. Almost white now, as if it had noticed him. That's when the monk appeared behind him. Silent. The old man's face was half lit, half shadowed. And in a low voice, he said, "Don't stare into it." The traveler froze. The monk explained, "The lantern isn't fed by oil or fire. It's fed by memory. Every time someone looks too long, it takes a piece of what they remember most." The traveler laughed nervously, thinking it was just a local superstition. But the monk didn't smile. He only whispered, "It doesn't forget what it takes." The next morning, the traveler left early. The air outside felt lighter, but he couldn't shake the feeling something inside the temple was still watching him leave. When he got home days later, his wife opened the door and just stood there. No recognition, no emotion. She asked, "Can I help you?" He tried to laugh it off, tried to remind her of their life together. But every word felt like it belonged to someone else. Then he saw it. Their wedding photo on the wall. She was there, smiling in her white kimono. But where his face should have been, there was only a blank, scorched mark. And on the edge of the frame, if you looked close enough, a faint orange glow, like a flame, still burning.